Aha! So, well, first of all, happy Easter, and well, I hope everyone's having a happy time. You know, good on you. Get on you, mate, as they say in Australia. So today, I'd like to take a look at this, which is called chleb trwały żytnie pitlowe, which basically translates, you know, roughly into English as a durable rye bread. And well, it was used by the Polish army. This one's expired, mind you, but I don't think it has. More about that later. But this was used for 20 odd years and plus by the Polish army on training grounds. They had it. It's packaged, obviously. They used it in Iraq and then in Afghanistan. And I have no doubt in my mind that it's delicious. I've never opened it. A friend of mine gave it to me. He was in the Polish army in actually Afghanistan. I see mine's now over date, but I once saw a very interesting documentary with Ray Mears, who is a British kind of forerunner of bushcraft, and I think he calls it woodlaw or something like that. He's a very clever bloke. I think he wanted to be a Royal Marine Commando as well, which gives him, for me, massive respect. But excuse me, but as it's Easter, I'm going to have some Boss Man, if you don't mind. Chin. Oh, that's good. That's the Szczeciński beer from the Baltic. You know, that's what they have on the Baltic. Boss Man is like a rank in the Polish Navy. I think it's the equivalent of something like... now I've got to scratch my brain. Chief Petty Officer, something like that. Anyway, you can see the ingredients on this are really high quality because it's for the army. Unlike other armies, perhaps, the Polish army feeds their, you know, they know that their soldiers only work off their stomachs. You know, a good soldier needs to be fed off his stomach. And well, it's a whole grain rye bread, as I say, with barley malt, highest quality ingredients. I've actually had one of these before that I've opened. I'm not going to open this one if you don't mind, because it's a collector's item now. And as you can see, it's not swollen up. Anyway, what I was saying about the Ray Mears the Ray Mears documentary. What he was doing was he was looking at old Vietnam issue tinned foods and packaged grub that the soldiers would have had in their ration packs. And bearing in mind, I think Vietnam finished in about 75, although it started for the American army in about 62, was it? I'm sorry if I've got it wrong, 62 or 3 or 61 maybe, I don't remember. But I remember the French went in French Indochina, it was called then, Vietnam. Oh, by the way, I love Vietnamese people, so don't poke me for thinking I'm racist towards them or anything. I'm not. I think that whole thing was an absolute fiasco. Jeez, no one won that war, did they? Really, apart from the idiots. But no, ultimately Americans were in Vietnam for years and they lost lives, and it was madness. You know, nuttier than squirrel shit. But I remember this documentary with Ray Mears, and he was meeting with some American soldier who had experience of eating these ration packs, because obviously he was there in the 1960s fighting in the jungles of Vietnam, and obviously they were starving hungry when they'd finished their trip, you know, their sortie, their mission, whatever they were doing, and ultimately they got back and ate this stuff that they had in these ration packs. And anyway, sorry, I'm rambling like a fool, because I am a fool now, unfortunately. I'm going to have another swig of Boss Man. Chin. Happy Easter, everybody. But ultimately, he opened up one of these ration packs that had expired by about probably close to 40 years. And everything was fresh. It was fresh! You know, the tins of whatever they were still edible, and they ate them. The bread was good, you know, the the sourdough bread, whatever they had. So I'm betting, I'd like to lay, the point I'm trying to reach is that I'm betting that even though this has expired, I reckon you could still eat this in 10 years. Yeah, oh yeah. You can see when it's going really horrible because it will be swollen up like a bloated blowfish, you know, or like me. But no, I reckon this is still good, baby. It's still good. But I'm not going to open it if you don't mind because I want to keep it because it's quite rare. It's probably quite a rarity now. I don't think they still make them. I don't know what the Polish army eat now. Obviously, top quality food. Oh, here's a warning. Vladimir Putin, don't come to Poland because we will kill you. I'm sorry to be so violent, but that's about truth. The Polish people hate the Kremlin, hate them. So it's a shame because I've not seen any Russian cars. I used to see Russian people here all the time, and now I've got nothing against Russians. No, nothing at all. They're just like me. They're you know, I'm sort of bits of Scottish and bits of Lincoln, Lancashire, and bits of Newcastle. You know what I mean? No, I'm not a racist, but I'm afraid to say that the Polish people do not like the Kremlin. So here's a tip, mate. Here's a top tip, Vladimir. If you're thinking about invading Poland after you've finished with Ukraine, even if you do finish with them, because they're holding out, the heroes, Sława Ukraini, and bless you, heroes of our Europe nation. Step up, Europe. Come on, step up. Get it done. Get rid of those bloody orc fucking the Kremlinites. You know, let's get them sorted. Sorry to get so aggressive, but that's how I feel. Anyway, this is what the Polish army will be eating, whereas I guess the Russians will, when they come here, will be eating their own shit. There's a thought. Anyway, on a happy note, let's say happy Easter, and to all us Westerners who just enjoy life and don't want to be shelled and bombed. Let's make peace and say, yeah, okay, come Monday, Jesus will have risen, won't he? So let's all go there. Let's all do that. Sadly, my dog died actually on Easter Friday, and he didn't rise again. The poor bugger. He was sadly, he's still buried. I'm still waiting for him to come back, but he won't, I guess. But anyway, happy days. I'm sorry, I'm half fucking mental now. So anyway, whatever. Who gives a shit? so I don't. But blessings to all. Happy Easter. I really sincerely, heartfelt mean that. Happy Easter. It's going up to 8 minutes. Bye. Cheers.